All right. So we're continuing. This is the ending of the last one. The adventure continues in the season finale. Previously on The Last Door. After Kaufman's sudden death, Dr. Wakefield travels to the island of Islas Moor to search for the ancient Crone Meaden, a supposed path to the other side. He discovers the island inhabitants hide a terrible secret. They instill primordial terror in ritual subjects for them to cross the door and come back as hideous abominations. Wakefield is himself subjected to this ritual and transported to an endless land of fog where he finally seems to meet his missing patient, Devitt. Thanksgiving is scary. He must be stopped. Oh, Andrew. We have not come this far. To see our work ruined now. Thanksgiving's scary, remember Black Friday. Music in this game is amazing. I love the music in this game. Especially that opening music is amazing. We left the black waves of the sea behind and walked through the mist. At times, gusts of wind parted the mist, revealing a barren landscape under a dying sun. My ears itchy. At first, I could not contain my many questions, but Devitt's only reply was a grave silence. Eventually, I lapsed into an uneasy quiet and resolved to follow my patient. I knew not where. We wandered through the vast desert without any apparent goal. On occasion, vague shapes appeared in the distance, crumbling towers and abandoned cities, lost amongst the rippling dunes. The passage of time lost its meaning. I had traversed that world all my life, all the world's life. Our journey was eternity. Then the man at my side, whom I had followed so long, stopped. He spoke for the first time. We are nearing the threshold. It is the starting point, Doctor. The first place to look. I will be waiting on the other side. Remember this, I will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way, but then you will be alone. Season 2, Episode 4, Beyond the Curtain. I don't have an inventory, I'm noticing. What could my companion have meant? The threshold, I knew of this. Strange memories returned to me of another life before the desert was my everything. And those cryptic words, darkness will light your way, it was not the first time I had heard them. They were from a dream, a terrible dream, when I had begun to follow the trail of my missing patient and taken my first steps to uncovering the secret world of the Veil. Whoa, 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 whoa. In this place, the ancient shadows created by human reasoning tremble in sheer terror. Its name is Xylothal, the last curtain. The scorching light of this dead sunset bleeds through my petrified fingers. My eyes burn, I feel them melting like candle wax. Look to the sky, it reaches the earth but will never meet it. Can you see the magnificence of this infinite horizon, the cold, unattainable, all-embracing darkness? This is the outer limit of the threshold. Not far from here, the black waves of truth wash upon the veil that covers human eyes, and it falls apart. There is no death but rebirth, there is no void but awakening. A path winds into the forest, but these trees are too dense for me to go any further. Can I go this way? The fuck? Raise your arms, for the wind calls our name. The hour has come for us to take flight one last time. Is this the house from the beginning? Beechworth's house? The pendulum strokes are sickly slow, but they seem to keep time in this place. A diffuse gray light seeps through the glass, barely any light is entering. A silhouette of a strangely shaped head. The paintings lack any form or composition. They are a uniform shade of the purest black imaginable. They're on the ceiling, too. The door is locked. There is something inside the birdcage. It's some kind of root. It seems to have a human shape. Isn't that Mandrake, then? An empty birdcage. There's something inside that cage, a shadow staring at me with dead eyes. I can see something in it, no, through it, as though it were staring into a dark void. Off in some remote distance, colorful shapes flow in seemingly impossible patterns. Jeremiah Devitt, Edward Street 24, Westminster, London. Correct. I should cease stalling and send it, set the plan in motion. But what then? Lead my old friend through this dangerous journey. The shadow is gone. Something on the ground, though. There's something on the cage floor. A rusty key. Cage is open and the shadow is gone. I bet that opens the door upstairs. Is that a tree? Fuck. So much suffering, so many deaths, for what? What have we attained so far? The words of my father, so much has happened because of them. Alexander swears that this time we will succeed, that the Hoopa will undo all our mistakes, free us from the terrible haunting gaze. But should we not accept the consequences of our actions? So many tests were needed to find it, but now that we have... this letter, Videte ne nequesiat, it will be enough, I think. It's time to send it. I'm just not sure that it's the right thing to do. Who is this that we're playing as? He's familiar, but I'm forgetting who the hell that is. Shadow has vanished. A slate disc. A black disc. It's made of something like slate. I guess we're leaving him here now? The light is on inside, but I cannot see the room clearly. It's also the room we can't get into. Rocks have been piled against the wall as if to conceal something. The ground is soaked in blood. Black feathers are strewn about. What happened here? Can I use any of this? I don't need to cover the root with blood. An old gramophone. There's no disc. What about this? When I put the disc on the gramophone, it started spinning on its own. Wait, is that a melody coming from the house? Just the shadow of the lynx projected onto the wall. A lynx. Wasn't there something in its mouth before? I took it for a stuffed lynx at first, but I think it's actually made of wax. Oh my, I accidentally broke off a piece of its mouth. Accidentally broke off a piece of the wax lynx's face. I probably need it. The hatch is locked. Wait, look at it again. Wax Lynx is now missing half its jaw. Put it back on. No. There's a dead cat on the floor. I think it's rotting. Her eyes are missing. Oh, kitty. Something on the floor beside her mouth. That's for the hatch. Can I give it a jaw? No. That's reminiscent of the one cat that had its eyes gouged out in one of the earlier chapters. You are of no worth to us anymore. There was barely any worth to begin with. Is this really the best option your supposedly brilliant mind could envision? A few meaningless words, a pathetic attempt of your guilt-shattered conscience to remedy the situation, and then you hope to wash the blood from your hands with a cheap exit. Look upon yourself, Anthony. See what you have become. Witness your only true legacy. Oh, Anthony Beechworth. Is that Mr. Beechworth? I see something through the shadows, slowly taking form. That's who you are. You're Anthony Beechworth in the beginning. Anna? Sweetheart? How did this happen? Too late. It's too late for us. But he still can choose. I have to warn him. So did he send the letter with the intention of warning Devitt? There's something on the ground near where the masked person was standing. It's a fragment of a broken mask. Piece of a Greek tragic mask. The root moved in my inventory. Very briefly, but the fucking thing moved. There are two curious symbols engraved on the wall. Piece of a Greek tragic mask. Don't want to ruin the wax jaw in this pool of blood pool. Gramophone has stopped. It seems I cannot get it to start playing again. Can I go in there? No. Look to the sky, it reaches to the earth, blah 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 blah. Path winds into the forest, but these trees are too dense for me to go any further. In this place, the ancient shadows created by human reasoning tremble in sheer terror. Its name is Xylithal, the last curtain. Xylithal? I don't know. Scorching light of this dead sunset bleeds through my petrified fingers. My eyes burn. These ruins, built by beings long forgotten, grant access to the last threshold. You are welcome to enter the ruins, but you will need to find your own key in order to reach the threshold. Man at the entrance said that these ruins contain the access to the threshold, but I see nothing. Devitt said it's the starting point, the first place to look. Darkness will light your way. What did he mean? I see nothing but ruins. What was it that Devitt said? Darkness will light your way. Cover your eyes? Looks like a poster for a theatrical show, but it has neither a title nor a date. Perhaps it will prove useful. This reminds me of something. Yes, I remember it was once fashionable to make impressions of church brasses and other old inscriptions. The practice was to overlay the inscription with paper and rub it with wax. Ah, the one inscription that's over... The one inscription that's on the wall. This one. So I think I have to look at it. There are two curious symbols engraved on the wall. Yeah, okay. Do I just do this here? Or do I have to use it on the wall? So I remember it was once fashionable to make impressions of church brasses and other old inscriptions. The practice was to overlay the inscription with paper just like this and rub it with wax. So if I rub the wax straw on the poster... Yes, I copy the symbols onto the poster. Now dip it in blood. Poster is going to be ruined here. Okay. What did that do? Light is on inside, but I cannot see the room clearly. Is it getting darker? So lost. Maybe the pathway over here is opened? I doubt it. Up to the sky, it reaches the earth. Bombarda opens paths up ahead. Oh my fucking god. Silhouette of a strangely shaped head. Can't use that. Hi, Shads. Large crack in the wall. A few rays of unearthly light stream through it. The ladder's ruined. Ladder's broken. I feel like I might be done in this house. I'm just in here trying to cover everything. Poor thing, I cannot honestly say that I want to know how she died. Cage is open and the shadow is gone. Where is my baby kitty? I think he's on Isaac's chair. Maybe I'm supposed to put the paper back on that again? I doubt it, but... Two curious symbols are engraved on the wall. Light is on the inside, but it cannot see the room clearly. Nothing. I'm obviously missing something. I mean, that's stating the obvious. I don't know why the hell I said that. I'm definitely missing something, but... What? No. Mask piece, no. I don't see why you would use the mask piece with him. I have a feeling the... How about this? Do you want a root? We supposed to give something to the guy that is standing at the entrance to the threshold? Oh, we can keep going this way. I'm too tired to go on to keep seeking what was promised us. But at least here I am safe from the terrible hazard of peering through my own shadow. Whatever. Large sea stack just off the beach. It seems to have a lonely demeanor. This was outside the hospice that the nuns took care of. There's a hole in the ground. I've seen gardeners digging holes like these when they need to transplant trees. Put the root in? Hi, Retro. It's well covered. I planted the root in the ground. These trees are the only reminder of life around here. It's as if they are guarding the statue. That's more writing. Shadows linger on xylithol like insects trapped in a cobweb. At its center, the spider lies in wait. Underneath the statue's hood, there's an empty hole where a face should be. I remember seeing statues like this in Professor Wright's garden. An ancient oak stands tall above my head, casting an eerie shadow upon the building's wall. The shadow of a child is sitting in the corner, shaking in terror. As if peering through a keyhole, I can see things moving in the darkness. I like the style, but those themes. Does Lena approve of this kind of art? You have not lost your old sense of humor, Alexander, even after what happened. Do you not recall that sight? I would erase the memory if I could. I find that painting makes it easier to bear. What brings you here, anyway? It has been years since we have heard from you. I thought our old cause had long been forgotten. Listen, Ashdown, what if I told you I have found a way of crossing safely? Dazzling light shines through the window. The shape of an eye is painted on the blackboard. What did this say initially? Shadows linger in xylithol, like insects trapped in a cobweb. At its center, the spider lies in wait. Planted the root in the ground. How long do I need to wait for the root to do anything? I guess leave and come back? Do I need to get water on it? I would need something to hold the water in, I'm assuming. What is that? Cave. Oh, the piano. Grand piano. It's missing a key. Planting roots. We planted a man-shaped root. Large stack just off the beach. The fuck? A colossus, born of Rawkins' craftsmanship, relegated to the briny black backwaters of this nightmare, into the emotions of injury and despair. It's a reflection. I have a feeling planting the root on the other side did something. Is that the key? Looks like a piano key. A grand piano, it's missing most of its keys. Grow your own bear. Oh my god. Wait, is that something? No. There we go. There are two curious symbols engraved on the statue's stone. I'm laying the poster on the stone. So if I rub the wax jaw on the poster... Okay, so we have two things. Yes, I copied the symbols onto the poster. A massive tree has grown underneath the coffin, bursting it open. Some macabre artist has placed a life-size statue inside. Was it placed by a visitor, or does it represent another memory? Or was the statue somehow... No, I cannot bear to think of it. That's what came out from the root we planted, I think. Peering into one's own truth is forbidden. Were the snake and the bird to meet... What? Ultimate madness would take in human form. These statues, it's almost as if they were the children of the standing stones that dot the horizon. They are less weather-beaten at any rate. Underneath the statue's hood, its face bears an evil grin. Oh, fuck. What is this? Shapes are forming through the shadow. I cannot look away. I must see. His name is Professor Wright. Right. Yes, I recently had occasion to meet a disciple of his. He referred to himself as a psychotherapist. I had the impression that Wright's methods more closely resembled those of my trade than those of yours. He is eccentric indeed, but I think his thesis may be proven correct. If so, we might have found a way of reaching the threshold without attracting the attention of the custodian. A shortcut, you might say. A shortcut through the veil. The problem is in the method itself. It has some unusual requirements, and we would need a man of great sensitivity who knows the peril of reaching the door. Did they pick debit for that? Looks like a music sheet was left on the desk. Something wrong with this music sheet. A giant drawing of an eye, yet it looks more like Saturn and the rings surrounding it. Planks have been nailed over the windows, but to what purpose? There aren't enough planks to provide protection or keep the light out. There's an empty hole where it just seems to... Planted the root in the ground. Go. Go back in there. Piano key goes back. The key fits perfectly. The melody seems simple enough. I think I can manage to play it. I don't know how to play this. Do I just go... Oh, fuck. I'm not... I've done piano once. I don't remember it. So I have no idea how to play this. That would be fa. Fa, 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 fa. Sol. La, ti, do, do, do. Four fas. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you have to do it backwards. Something strange about this music sheet. The melody goes... There we go. As I suspected, it's the melody that I heard at Wright's mansion. What's that? It's coming from another place. I'm glad it told you. Terrifying shape looms where the piano once stood. It's being pulled on threads like some monstrous puppet. The threads converge on a distant point. Something is taking form there in the darkness. It's our old classroom, but that shadow, who? This is not possible. The shape's beyond the light. My fingers, no, do not come any closer. My hand, my hand. Something on the ground near where the masked person was lying. Fragment of a broken mask. Piece of a Greek tragic mask. Put these two pieces together? Piece is still missing. Oh, we can go through here now. There we go. There are two curious symbols engraved on the stone. I'm laying the poster on the stone. So if I rub the wax jaw on the poster... Yes, I copied the symbols onto the poster. Tall figure stands in the woods. I might have taken it for a tree were it not breathing heavily. Inside, I can see things near the threshold getting closer and closer. After what happened to Father Glynn, I think they will shut down the school. Anthony, that thing we saw... I don't know what it was. But what about your father's diary? Myths, legends, superstitions with no basis in scientific observation. Anthony, talk to us. All right. My father discovered several ancient myths pertaining to the Vale. They come from a variety of cultures and hence take many different forms, but they all say something similar about what resides near the threshold. An ancient being that sleeps within the fog, protecting the door from intruders. A vengeful custodian. But no matter. At any rate, my serum was a failure. We got but a glimpse of what exists out there, nothing conclusive. What if the serum had worked? I don't know. As I said, I have no data. And those myths, what do they say? Those tales, they all say that if any intruder got too close and was discovered by what sleeps in the fog, then the custodian would be relentless. It would pursue the intruders and destroy them wherever they might hide. There would be few ways to protect themselves from its rage. Looks like a theatrical poster, but doesn't have the date nor title. Okay, this is our... This is how we tell how to get through, I think. Yeah. So that's the first one. So we're doing, what? Is it pitchfork? Pitchfork and then, like, antenna / sloppy tree. Sloppy tree. Now what's next? 2 mountains with a big mountain. Not it. Not it. We have to go the other way. Not it. Fuck. No. I didn't want to go that way. Yeah, that goes backwards. Fuck. I think I stepped next to the wrong one. Pitchfork and then what? Sloppy tree. Are we supposed to just pick anything that appears on this? I don't think this is the right path either. This isn't right. Oh. Is it the shadows that are standing in front of things? So I have to do the mountain, then the dragon, then the V? Hold on. Or is it... Let me see. Yeah, because it's supposed to be in darkness. So it's the pitchfork, the mountain, the dragon, and then that V thing. I think that's how it works. Pitchfork. Don't do that one. I think the mountain is on this side. Mountain. No. Does the mountain not count because it's not quite in the darkness? So maybe it should be pitchfork, dragon, and then that V? So this is the pitchfork. Go all the way this way. Nope. For fuck's sakes. So I went through the second symbol. So if we go through the dragon, we already know that spits us back out. I actually don't understand this one. If I go through here, it's gonna just take us back to the beginning. I think that second symbol was incorrect. I don't know. Where the hell did this take us? Pitchfork. Sure. Whatever. Apparently I did it on accident. Is this Devitt? A shadow strongly resembling my patient stands in the clearing. I can see through it just like the other shadows. 4 men are making careful preparations. I know not what for. I know not for what. This Captain Skid. Devitt, are you certain that he can guide us safely through the fog? His results are extraordinary, Anthony. It's the best chance we have of avoiding the gaze of the custodian. There could be no doubt that the captain survived an encounter before. He even kept a companion from harm. We will finally see what lies hidden beyond the curtain. It is time. That's what he painted. Huge statue of a mythical creature. It's a bird with a head of a wolf, or is it a lion? The inscription reads 30 birds. An enormous black feather. Despite its size, it is extraordinarily lightweight. The summit rises above the fog, though all I see is fog and an endless ocean of clouds. What's that noise? Something's out there. It's getting closer. Did I do something wrong? Is he asleep? He is now. It has been so long, I had begun to lose hope that he would ever waken. Were you able to speak with him? Anthony, Devitt has forgotten everything. Everything. Good heavens. It may be for the best. Our research is likely to take some time. If he truly has amnesia, his condition will protect him until we are ready. But should we fail, remember what happened to Hugo. Ashdown entered the Vale in full knowledge of what might happen, and we will succeed where Wright failed. We will use the serum to induce primal terror in a controlled environment. In one stroke, we shall overcome all of our obstacles. But when the time comes, we must have a means of guiding our dear friend back to us. One of the burbs. Anthony! There he will be safe. Is it another piece of a mask? There's something on the ground near where the masked person was kneeling. It is a fragment of a broken mask. A piece of a Greek tragic mask. An eyeless mask. It's similar to the one that I found in Alexander's safe house in London. I will be right back. Have a BRB. I'm back. But I'm not just back. I'm back with this present. Special present. Look at this one. Look at this one. I woke him up just for this. Oh, that baby body. My darling. Look at this slow please. He's so tired. You just woke up? Did I just wake you up, my darling kitty? Oh, maybe... Here, go in the window. I will open it for you. You can experience the air. Don't sleep as much. You wake us up when you do. Oh, Dee tail. Oh, Dee. Putting my wrist wraps back on. I think we have to use the mask back at the ruins. I'm not entirely certain. Or we have to use the mask in that one statue that had no mask? I don't think we can go back there. Is it? Yeah. It's Dupre. A man is standing next to the open curtain. Welcome, Dr. Wakefield. Alexander Dupre. Yes, I've been waiting for you. We all have. I was in that pit in Islas Moor when suddenly I found Devitt, but he disappeared. I journeyed through the fog and found myself here, but how is this possible? Aylishmore. I do not know that name. Many paths in our world lead to this place, Dr. Wakefield, and I know only a few. In some of Xylothal's mirrors, you see, the truth leaking into our world. And in others, you see yourself. I knew you would reach us at last. He was certain of it. He? The first founder of the Order. The Artifacts. Do you not yet know his name? The Artifacts. The founder? Anthony Beechworth? You mean Mr. Beechworth? No, Anthony started the group at school, but by the end of his life he had lost the determination to go any further. Do you not yet know his name? Is Devitt the founder? You mean Mr. Devitt? Truth can be hard to accept. Yes, Jeremiah gathered us all under the same rule. Videte nequiscat, see that no one knows. We knew of the final truth which lay beyond the threshold. This is what the playwright was committed to finding. This was Jeremiah's obsession. And then he got amnesia. The first language which is said to grant the power of creation. After our experiment at school, we realized that the path of the Ancient Ones was watched by a fearsome guardian. We needed a way to circumvent the inexorable gaze of the bird. I found Captain Skid, who had met the bird and lived. We decided to use him in a test. It was a catastrophe. We eventually found the survivors, but their memories were incomplete. Jeremiah had fared the worst. He had been left devoid of any memories that were related to our efforts. We were desperate to find a solution. Hugo tried and failed, and then Anthony and I miraculously came across a formula that had lain forgotten for centuries. At last it was time to bring Jeremiah back into our ranks. That was nearly a disaster as well. I did not anticipate Anthony's sudden madness or the extent of Father Ernest's decline. Mercifully, Jeremiah's life was spared. But something else was wrong. When Jeremiah reached me, he did not remember everything. He had changed. He told me that he was going to put an end to all of this. He still means to acquire the first language, but he wants to use it to ruin our work. He has already crossed the threshold. Once he learns the final truth, none of this will have ever existed. The Order, the Door, or ourselves. You must stop him, Doctor. You must stop him before the curtain closes forever. Yeah, you to bed. I didn't know I could click. Once more I found myself enshrouded in dense fog. Gradually the fog dissipated, revealing a busy street in London. Dizzy and exhausted, I wandered the streets until, at last, I returned home. I barely recognized it. I crossed the dusty threshold like an intruder. I noticed for the first time that I was holding the robe of the playwright in my hand. I kindled a fire and threw the robe into the flames. As I watched it burn, I remembered the black ocean. I had stopped there, on the beach, staring up at the terrifying heights of the vertiginous Mount Quaff, where the verb is said to lie. I think there's multiple endings. Then someone touched my arm. It was Dr. Wakefield. Our encounter on the endless dunes had not been an illusion. Oh, this is Devitt. In his quest to find me, he had ventured into the Vale itself. He said nothing, but it was not necessary. He had come to take my place, to sacrifice himself. He stayed behind and closed the door after giving me the chance to escape. His reasons I will never know. I do not know what happened to Alexander and the others, but I fear that they are trapped in Xylothal for all time. I stared at the endless rain splattering against the window, and I remembered that I had something else to do. A last promise to keep. Videte ne quisquisiat. I have a feeling you can stand there, let the curtain close. And I have a feeling there's a third thing you can do because you have the feather and you never used it. So I have a feeling there's something that can be done with the feather. Hold on. Oh my god. There's 2 Easter eggs for the piano if you play 2 different songs. One is Monkey Island and the other one is Indiana Jones. I need to do this. There's only 2 endings. There's one where you just stand there and you wait, and the other one where you actually go through the curtain. We chose the one where we went through the curtain. Continue options, exit to menu. We are going to do episode 4 again. Actually, can we just say continue just to see the ending? I really want to see that Easter egg, though. Or does this just go straight to the... Yeah, it goes. Exit to main menu. Is there an epilogue or something that I'm missing? I want to make sure I'm not skipping something. No. Okay. So we're going to do episode... Season 2 episodes. We're going to do episode 4. New game. All progress will be lost. Yes, start over. And we're going to skip this and we're going to go through it as quickly as we can. Go on, skip stuff. Must be stopped. Yada, yada, yada. Go, go, go! Go, you take too long! Like, there's only so much we can force it to move faster. I really want to see the Easter eggs that are, like, for LucasArts. I really want to see those. Yeah, Monkey Island and Indiana Jones are 2 different songs you can play. Okay. Skip. I love that opening and the music and everything, but we're trying to do this as fast as we can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Skip, 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 skip. Blah, 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 blah. Just skip. Click, 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 click. Oh my god. Go, go, go. We don't really have to talk to anyone, I don't think. We can ignore them. I don't know what good the feather is. Go through here. Ah, shit, it clicked off of it. Hold on, let me put Steam away so I don't accidentally click on it some more. Nope, go this way. Where did I find the route? Oh, I think it was in here. Let's go through. Da-da-da-da. Oh wait, that door's locked. Stay out of there. There. There's the route. And at some point I could swear that the route moved in my inventory and I have no idea when it was. Go over here. Yada, yada, yada. Click through everything as quickly as possible. There's no skip option. I think this one, we just listen to him talk. I wonder if we should actually be reading these now, knowing that we know that Jeremiah was the original orchestrator of everything. But in his was apparently with what was it, Captain Skid? That was the captain that ended up crashing his boat, wasn't it? I want to say yes. And all of them basically ended up losing their memories. You go away. Oh, now you're a tree. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but when I first saw it, I was all like, that looks like a tree. Okay. Here, go look at that. Here you go. Can I make him go anywhere else? His faithful companion, the stuffed lynx. Oh my god, what do I have to get him to do? There we go. Oh, and then he heard the bird. You look tremendous. Here's the black, the slate thing. We go and we play that. Well, that's the other thing, too, with the pool of blood. Am I supposed to dip the feather into that pool of blood? I don't know if I can go back there after I pick up the feather, though. Bird, bird, bird is the word. Oh my fucking god. I think Family Guy killed that song for me. Let's go, let's go. Same. Yeah. Family Guy and the internet, you keep in mind, because the internet was the one that kept on having us watch it over and over and over in so many different iterations. They grab the jaw. Broke off a piece of its mouth. No. Wait, was there something else in there? I don't remember. Oh no, because we see the cat. I want to see something real quick. The feather. Is there a... thing to do with the feather? Unbroken. Oh, no. I don't think there is. Oh well. Hold on, let me do feather. Walk to the left of the area, I don't think you ever use the feather. Because looking it up, it doesn't look like the feather ever gets used. You just pick it up and interact with it for the cutscene. Oh my god, I gotta talk to each of them. Here you go. Shut up. I'm also trying to be very mindful of the time, because I know Isaac wants to get haircuts today, and I'm trying to make sure I'm done around the time when he would get off from work, so that I can be ready to go with him the moment he gets home. Oh, crazy, you just got a haircut? I could wait. I mean, I need one as well, but I say we could end up waiting. The problem is Isaac goes batshit insane if he doesn't have a haircut. And he's all like, his hair is unruly and way too long. And I'm like, your hair is fine. Like, it's totally not unruly. Piece of mask. We need to go and get the poster. Yours is needed. Yours is too long. Mine's a little on the unrulier side. Yeah, go away. I think I had to talk to him. I probably didn't, but... Grab this. He hadn't had a haircut in 2 months. It was pretty long. That sounds like it would get long. It depends on what kind of hair you have as well. Mine, because I have curlier hair, it goes into a poof ball if I don't do something with it. Oh, I technically do need to go back to the house to use this thing, don't I? Might as well do this right now. Yours is straight, slightly wavy, yeah, so it would get long. Oh my god. Can I go through the mirror here, or no? Because the mirror is not here at the moment. I'm gonna actually select Hugo Ashdown when talking to Alexander to see what he says. I probably don't even necessarily need the poster and the wax, because it's easy enough to pull up with the walkthrough exactly what it is to go through the stuff. I do have to go here and look at this, I believe. I'm not entirely certain if I had to, but whatever. You also end up looking 10 years younger because most of your gray hairs are around the sides of your head. My gray hair's all over now. This is what happens. I don't remember if I need to go... I do, because I need the... Well, I don't, but... You're full of gray, too, yeah. It happens! There's nothing there, yeah. I don't understand this puzzle entirely, because... the symbols you're supposed to use to go through the pathway is not the same as what you get off of the poster, so I'm not entirely certain how it's supposed to work. Alexander with Hugo. Why were they all waiting for Wakefield anyways? Is it because he was treating Devitt and they knew that he would eventually stumble across it? Okay. Easter egg time. Well, first we have to play the correct... I don't have the musical. I don't have the fucking... Fuck. Where's the music sheet? I don't remember where the music sheet is. It's in the mirror world. So that's how I knew it was backwards when he said it looks wrong. I have a feeling it's on the piano. And I just missed it. No? Oh no, it was in the classroom. I walked right past it. It's in here. It was on this desk. There it is. You know what I love the most about this game so far, like with the story that we've seen? It never fully reveals anything, and therefore it stays very true to the Lovecraftian elements. Like, it's creepy, it's spooky, it legitimately sends chills down my spine while doing the story. On a regular basis, and at the same time, it never really shows you anything. You just know that the custodian is some bird-like creature. That's all you know. And all you know is it guards shit. Key fits perfectly. Music sheet. So you're supposed to play this first. Okay. And then afterwards, we're supposed to do fa sharp, la, sol sharp. So that's a fa sharp. What's la? That, okay. Sol sharp. No. Okay. Where's me? Fucking hell. Okay, it tells you right here. Hold on. So in order to do this, we have to do fa sharp, la, sol sharp, fa sharp, mi, and then fa sharp. Look behind you, a three-headed monkey. Does it show a three-headed monkey? No. And then fa sharp, sol, la, re, mi, fa sharp, sol. Hi, I sell these fine leather jackets. Ha 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 ha. I thought it was going to be more than that. And then he's going to scream in our ears. What happens to Hugo here, I wonder? Now we can go in here. We don't need the rubbing because we already know what it is, but I'll do this anyways. I don't think you need it. So it needs to be... Skip, 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 skip. So this one first. And then it is the weird that. So it's this one. Then it's the dragon. What I don't understand, why is it the dragon and then the mountains? Oh. I get what I did wrong with that. Because when you look at them on the tree, they're backwards. They're not facing the same direction, so you're supposed to reverse them. Fucking God. So you're supposed to do the dragon. And then you're supposed to do the mountain. And then I think these are in order. Yeah, these are in order because they're facing the correct way on the trees. Hangman's Gallows and then the V, basically. That one. I had just stumbled across this on my own. Is this a Shadow of Devitt? I can't tell. Everyone's shaped the same. So they decided to go with Captain Skid because because Skid had already encountered the custodian and had managed to get through. But there was a horrible accident and they didn't quite make it through. And everyone came back with various issues / memory loss. Blah, blah, blah. Devitt was the worst because he doesn't remember anything. And he completely changed because when he finally was attempted to be reinducted back into the order that he was in charge of, he was instead attempting to get rid of the order by using the first language, the language of creation, to undo everything. Which is what we're going to let him do this time. Can I skip past this? No. Yeah, this was after the accident. It's really weird. They didn't vibe as assholes in the end. Like, Alexander was just trying to stop Devitt from being... They were obsessed with trying to get to the other side, but they were also obsessed with the first language. Considering that it would have given them the power of creation and essentially turned them into something of gods. That's why the custodian guards the goddamn place. One of the reasons, guaranteed. I love how the walkthrough says to stand in front of the unbroken pillar, except I just used it here and it worked fine. Okay. We are pretty much on our way to standing next to the open curtain. So this is right after the prologue. Devitt has walked through. Alexander is on stage still, having watched Devitt go through. We're going to go through this entire conversation. Welcome, Dr. Wakefield. Alexander Dupre. Yes, I've been waiting for you. We all have. How did I get to... I was in that pit in Islas Moor when suddenly I found Devitt, but he disappeared. I journeyed through the fog and found myself here, but how is this possible? Aylishmore. That's how you pronounce it. I do not know that name. Many paths in our world lead to this place, Dr. Wakefield, and I know only a few. First founder... Hugo? Do you mean Mr. Ashdown? No, Hugo came here long before the rest of us, but he made a terrible mistake. He peered into his own truth, and he was transformed. Jeremiah Devitt. Truth can be hard to accept. This is what the playwright was committed to finding, with the first language said to grant the power of creation. They were fucking after goddamn power. At last, it was time to bring Jeremiah back into a race. Ernest's decline. Mercifully, Jeremiah's life was spared, but something was wrong. You must stop him before the curtain closes forever. I gotta walk over here. I'm gonna talk to you. There's no time. You must decide. I'm gonna walk. I do nothing. I like how Alexander's sitting there going, what the fuck? The moment has passed. Now it is too late. We are doomed. Once more, I found myself enshrouded in dense fog. Gradually, the fog dissipated, revealing a busy street in London. There's dirt on the street this time. Let's sing the Doom song. The mask that I had worn lay on the ground, melting like wax over the wet cobblestones. Oh, that's what the mask was. Dizzy and exhausted, I wandered the streets until, at last, I returned home. It seemed very small, as it always does after a long journey. As I removed my coat, I found a feather in one of the pockets. The same one that I had discovered before, being engulfed by the black mass of the Simurgh. With a jolt, I realized that it had not been a dream, and I was ashamed at how quickly I had deluded myself into thinking otherwise. I kindled a fire and placed the feather on the crackling flames. As it burned, I heard the distant calls of crows in the street. Despite the heat, I shivered. My patient and friend, Jeremiah Devitt, had sacrificed himself He had accepted the consequences of his friend's actions, and his own as well. He had crossed the threshold, leaving the veil through the red curtain of truth, and forever closed the last door that had led to those horrors. But I had not found the strength to follow him. I could not take his place. I doubt that I will ever learn the fates of those who remained there. Those who are hopelessly trapped in Xylothal. My thoughts now turn increasingly to the last mission to which my friend Kaufman entrusted me. I must make sure that no one ever learns what we discovered. We still have the extras we haven't done. Exit to main menu, because we already know it's just going to be credits at that point. Extras. The mask with no eyes, so there was only one. The inner circle is gathered once again. A whole cycle has passed since the last playwright traveled to the land of shadows and fog. I love how I could just walk back and forth like this. Now the mask with no eyes has chosen a new bearer. The path between worlds will be visited once again. And the veil upon human eyes shall be lifted forever. The playwright meets now. The custodian of the threshold. An ancient being guards the door of mist. May the playwright take its light and stand by its watch unnoticed. Four wisps of fog shall reveal the truth. This was the accident. The fire of dawn scorches through the barren desert. What is with the... What is with... I can't even remember what their term is called. I didn't even read what they read that said this time. The Pyrozephyrus glows in the dark ocean. The austral flame shines within the dark forest. The playwright will stand in the center. And the curtain will be drawn at last. And then its eyes were open. It was the flash of the two bunnies. And we know that that resulted in a horrible catastrophe. That was it. That's the last door. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh my god, there's so much light coming in through the window and I can't do anything about it. Can't freaking close it. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's a little better. I liked it. It's fantastic. It's really great. It was absolutely amazingly well done. I liked it.